Okay, as we're going westbound on Grace, we're at Oketo. I like the name of Oketo. We're going on 3700 block of Oketo. See a lot of advertising signs out here. And the street again with the wires. They're from one light pole to the other light pole. And you know what? One more thing about this one here is leaning over at 3746 Oketo. Let me pull over and let all this traffic by me. I don't want to obstruct traffic as they're blowing the horn at me to get out of the way. A lot of people are in a hurry. You know, one thing with a hurry, there's been a survey out that when you're in a hurry and driving recklessly like that, you're only saving a few minutes. So why not just sit back and enjoy your ride to wherever you're going? So, but anyway, getting back to the video here, I see a lot of overhanging trees. A lot of potholes on this street here. This street hasn't been fixed in a long, long time. I see the sewer department has come out and fixed the sewer. 3729 North Oketo. As I'm going down this street, I got low-hanging branches here, and there's a light pole right in the middle of it. I don't know what they were thinking about when they put the light pole in and put a tree next to the light pole. They didn't think that the tree was going to have a lot of growth on it and block the light. And again, here's these wires that are hanging from one going through the branch here. If this branch falls, that wire comes out. And if that wire comes out being attached from the pole, imagine electricity going through it. And if it's raining too, you can be causing a short. And anybody who steps in that water could get zapped. And you get zapped with 110 volts, your hair will stand up and maybe cause internal damage inside. But anyway, we'll talk about that in a later video. We're going down to 3600 block of Oketo. A lot of trees, a lot of overgrowth here. You got some of these sewers need to be cleaned. You got handicapped parking on this street here, which is okay as long as they truly are handicapped. You know, if they're doing a scam, then you know somebody should report that. As we're coming up to Addison, we're going to be crossing Addison going southbound on Oketo. Looks like there was a branch that got trimmed over there on Addison Street. I'm going to make my way across right here. There's a huge pothole in front of a sewer. It could be a sewer, main sewer caving. As I stated before, you know, the main sewer, when those bricks start giving out, the sewer will start be caving in. Alright, now this is a problem here now. You got a dumpster box here with no barricades around it. They got that white reflective tape and the red reflective tape on there. You know, that shouldn't be here. There should be barricades around it with caution tape. They're probably doing work on this house over here at 3538 North Oketo. You know, which is bad because now they're blocking not only that house, but they're blocking the next door neighbor's house with parking in front. Alright, as we're going down here, I see a lot of tree overgrowth here. The sewers need a lot of work. You got a main sewer that's depressed into the street here at 3517 North Oketo. A lot of tree. I mean, the shade is good, cools off. You know, your parked car in here, but you know, what about at nighttime when you can't see nothing out here? You're dependent on your eyes. You know, as when we get older, as I know because I'm a little older, that your eyesight will, you know, kind of get blurry sometimes, you know. And older people, you know, you'll need, you know, glasses at some time in your life, or either reading glasses or something. But anyway, that's a different story. We'll talk about that at a later date. Alright, here's my famous maple tree here that I like. I'm going on this street. This street looks pretty well, one of the better streets that I noticed. Well, we're not at the corner yet, so as we're going down the street here, the street was kind of wavy there, so that needs to be grinded up. Alright, as we're crossing over to Roscoe, this is a four-way stop at Roscoe. Some of these streets got four-way stops and some of them don't. Okay, now here we got a trailer parked on the street. Let me see if I can zoom my camera over on it. There's a car passing by, so I'm going to let him pass by. He'll block the view for just a minute. Now, this trailer does not have any license plates on it. Now, any vehicle that's on the street should have license plates. Just pull over a little bit so I'm going to pull over and back up here because there's a car parked and I don't want to be blocking traffic. Okay. There we go. Okay, now here's a trailer here with no license plates at all on it. It's parked on a city street in front of a house. All vehicles, trailers included, should have license plates on it. Now, this should be ticketed and towed. Ticketed and towed because it's not displaying any license plates. State of Illinois says any vehicle on the streets should have license plates on it. I mean, they should have took this trailer and put it up in the driveway. Okay. Now as we're going down the street, still going down the street here. You notice the street is wide enough for a two-way street. I mean, this should be a two-way. I have to do a study on what the neighbors would want it to be out here. I mean, you can very easily turn this into a two-way street. There's enough room on both sides of the street and parking. That's what I would do. I would consult the citizens of the precinct here and see what they want, not what the alderman wants, because the alderman is to serve the people, not the other way around. And that's one of my things that I'm going to be doing here, is asking the citizens and residents of the precinct what they would want done in their ward, in their precinct. We'll talk about that at a later date. Now here, right at the corner, the northwest corner, you got this big lot that I'm going to pull up to just like this. I'm not blocking traffic. They can get around me. And they're just blocking. There's a lot of overgrowth here. They should be made held accountable for keeping their property and upkeep it, because this right here, and it's on the main street. It's on Belmont Avenue here, Belmont and Oketo. They should be held responsible for this, because you can get rats in there, you can get homeless people in there. Pretty soon there's going to be a lot of advertising on this fence. This fence is not secured enough. And I mean, they got a chain link fence here with some sort of chain, and it's damaged in front. There's it looks like there's a big hole in it where people go in and out. I'm going to swing around so everybody can see the big hole in this fence. I mean, they're just like, I don't care mentality, I think, here. There's a lot of traffic on Belmont. I'm going to wait for it's clear for me to go here so I can pull over here. Looks like somebody poured paint on the sidewalk over here, and it just traveled onto the street. Okay. And it looks like it was right here, but right here by the bushes. And we're going to make a left turn and go down Oketo from Belmont here, and it's safe for me to turn. This street looks like it's been paved about 5 years ago. And a lot of for sale houses here, a lot of dead branches on this tree here. Don't look like they got alleys here, because the garbage cans are in front. A lot of cars are zooming down the street because you see a lot of scrape marks on the other side of that hump. You got a house here that's decorated on a parkway, which is illegal again. Going down the street here, this looks like not a bad street. It's one of the streets that we moved down. You got a lot of dead branches here. As I'm looking past Berry Street, you see a couple of barricades over there. I mean, you see the water department barricades and some private barricades here. Now, I don't know if the water department is stealing barricades and using them as they go along. I'm going to drive all the way up here, go slowly here, and see if you can focus in here on this street here with the barricades. This is the sewer department's been working on this thing, but they're using 2 water department barricades and private barricades. If the water department's got to stoop so low down and steal other contractors' barricades, that's wrong. There should be an investigation on how those barricades got there. But that's for a different story. Okay, as I'm going down the street here, I see a baby buggy left right out here in front of the hydrant. Let me check and make sure there's nothing wrong here, because that's kind of strange there. Maybe somebody forgot they left their baby buggy out here. but that's for another story later on. We'll get into that. Alright, as I'm going down to the city limits here, the city limits is Wellington, and on the other side of Chicago is Elmwood Park. Alright, there's some patchwork there, but I'll see you in the next